God.
Greetings, Arizona Republicans. I know we've proven today that we don't agree.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here, and failed gubernatorial candidate and Arizona Senate hopeful Kari Lake finally got the reception that she deserved at the annual meeting of the Arizona Republican Party over the weekend.
One thing we do agree on is the elections in Arizona are a corrupt mess.
Lake was not met warmly at the event. As she slithered on stage to deliver an endorsement of Gina Swoboda, who was elected as the state's new party chair, Lake was met by a resounding chorus of booing and heckling. This wasn't your average display of audience participation either. The entire crowd was sounding off from every part of the arena.
We don't agree on everything, but one thing we do agree on is the elections in Arizona are a corrupt mess. Can we agree that our elections are a mess in Arizona?
You did
No? Okay, yes, there we go.
Arizona Republicans let Kari Lake know exactly how they felt about her, and quite honestly, it was entertaining to watch her lose again in such a big fashion. The reasoning behind the extremely hostile reception, Kari Lake's role in Jeff DeWitt resigning as Republican Party chair of the state.
Welcome back. In Arizona, the chairman of the Republican Party is resigning amid pressure from Kari Lake, a Trump loyalist who is running for the U.S. Senate. At issue, a secretly recorded audio tape that was leaked to the Daily Mail. Lake and her aides say Jeff DeWitt was trying to bribe her to stay out of the Senate race. In the audio, DeWitt says he was asked by very powerful people from, quote, back east, whether there are companies that could put Lake on the payroll and keep her from running.
Jeff DeWitt was the target of what seemed to be blackmail at the hands of Lake. He was secretly recorded in her home. Every person who has ever gone to her home as a friend or guest has probably been wondering if she has dirt on them now too. An audio recording which Jeff DeWitt claimed to be heavily altered surfaced not long ago. The conversation between the two seemed to portray DeWitt in a way that suggested he tried to bribe Kari Lake to not run for the Senate seat.
Is there a number at which
I can be bought?
not be bought?
That's what it's about.
You can take a pause for a couple years.
No.
And then go right back to what you're doing.
No. 10 million, 20 million, 30, no. A billion, no. This is not about money. This is about our country.
In the audio, DeWitt is heard to be talking about high-ranking members of the Republican Party wanting Lake to step aside and not run for the Senate spot. He talked about these folks wondering if there were ways to convince her with jobs or money to let another more qualified candidate represent Arizona in the Senate. It's plausible that DeWitt was looking out for both Lake and his party in Arizona when he suggested that she not pursue the nomination. Lake and DeWitt were considered to be on the same team until the MAGA Karen decided to pursue the Republican nomination for Arizona's Senate.
And then she released this. The conversation took place 10 months ago. DeWitt then announced his resignation. And in that letter that he announced his resignation, there were a couple of lines that really caught my eye, and I want to read them to you, Jim. He wrote, quote, "I received an ultimatum from Lake's team. Resign today or face the release of a new, more damaging recording. I am truly unsure of its contents, but considering our numerous past open conversations as friends, I have decided not to take the risk. I am resigning as Lake requested in the hope that she will honor her commitment to cease her attacks."
Republicans are wanting to take control of Arizona's Senate seat. They just wanted to back a candidate that had a shot at winning, and Kari Lake is not that person. Jeff DeWitt knew that Lake would be disastrous for the party. The Republican leadership that was gathered at the annual meeting knew this as well. The one person that couldn't handle this fact that she wasn't wanted was none other than Kari Lake. So she did what she always does and created a scene that wound up hurting someone that she considered a friend. Lake secretly recorded DeWitt almost a year ago. Recording conversations is something that she's been known to do, but that has been limited to opponents, not friends. Then just a few days ago, the audio was released on the Daily Mail, a British tabloid's website. Shortly after that, Lake went on the offensive and called for DeWitt to resign and made allegations of him being compromised. DeWitt claimed that the recordings were doctored, but resigned because Lake threatened to release more damning conversations. What those two were involved in and the threat of it being shared to the world, scared DeWitt enough to resign as chair of the Arizona Republican Party. This set up Gina Swoboda, a Trump favorite, to take over as chair. The bad feelings between Kari Lake and Arizona Republicans are not confined to this loud and raucous arena, though. Folks all across Arizona and the country, for that matter, are sick and tired of Kari Lake. By the sounds of the crowd at the convention and press coverage that she's been getting, one would think that Kari Lake could take a hint, but she's a shill. Kari Lake is a Trump sellout, and everyone knows it. She's also a pretty crappy friend, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.